Hey folks, Scott Grove here, Dr. Groovy of GroovyMusicLessons.com, bringing you a review and little sound samples of the Godin progression guitar from 2009. They are discontinued in this style. I'll let you know about that. And yes, the company is pronounced Godin, despite it looking like Godin, as some people here on the internet pronounce it. But if you go look at the walkthrough of the Godin facilities here on YouTube, Mr. Godin himself will tell you how to pronounce his name. Pretty sure he's got it right. As it says here, yes, they are made, all the parts, in Canada and screwed together in the United States. Okay, that's how that works. Okay, back here on the back, you have the sealed Godin marked tuners, your serial number. And one thing I really love, other than the stock rollers up here at the top, your string trees, is this. Okay, let me get it in the light. And that is the rosewood that is actually finished in polyurethane. And yes, you could tell if you can see the wood grain on the fingerboard. Actually, right there you go, here on the bottom. Looks great once it's been finished. I'm going to contact the company, see if I can't get an entire fingerboard, on a neck made for me that is done that way. I've always thought they should be done that way. Rickenbacker has done that since the beginning, with whether they use walnut or whatever they use. They've always sealed the wood so you don't have to bother drenching them in whatever you people stick on them. Yes, mine's done in water as usual. Okay, Godin no longer offers any guitars, even the progression model, which is this one. They don't offer any guitars with single coil pickups, meaning 3. They do offer single humbucker, and a small humbucker. They throw a little Seymour Duncan back here, but they cover it all up with a big pick guard. Okay, so they don't offer anything like this without a pick guard at all, which is the main reason I bought it. Plus the what do they call this? The transparent caramel, okay, color. And yes, it's pronounced caramel, not caramel. Okay? Yes, I have to teach some of you things. What they have, volume and tone, and this little button here is the HDR, which stands for High Definition Revoicer. Yeah, right. Okay, so what that does is, if you guys are familiar with the Strat Plus, that'd be the gold one here, the silver one here, you can still buy what is called the TBX tone control, and it is passive. What it does is it boosts the lows and the highs, but it keeps the mids where they were, so you get a lot more definition on the highs and the lows, and the mids cut out is great for more progressive stuff, or just whenever you want highs and mids, and highs and lows, and you're not scooping the mids. It's just the other two are going up, the highs and lows, and mids are staying the way they are. Same thing here, exactly the same thing, but there's a battery in it to do it. On the Fenders, no. So you do have a battery for the preamp. These are not active pickups. They're the Godin Alnico pickups. This actually does exactly what they claim it doesn't do. It actually has a good boost of about 10 dB. They claim it does not add any boost. I will show you the boost when we go through. When it came, it was still 100% factory set up. I went to check the whammy, and it wasn't working because it was screwed down all the way in the back. That was factory done. Okay, and it took a lot of unscrewing to get the thing active again. And the reason I know that Godin did that or actually the US, I guess, did it, because nobody had ever taken this off before. It was still stuck on with smegma. You really had to pry it off. Okay, so there is an 11-year-old battery back here, and it somehow still works. Okay, so the body on this thing, not that it matters. If you guys remember, I am so proud to have started the Tonewood Wars way back when. Yes, I was the one and only guy that did that. Then everybody jumped on the bandwagon. So yeah, I got that worldwide claim to fame. But anyway, the whole middle is maple. The sides are poplar. And I don't know if they're popular with anybody else. But anyway, the Godin freak, he thinks there's magic to such things, Tonewoods. But there's not, of course. Anyway, I'm going to say that the actual poplar added on the edges, or on the whole sides, the entire wings, was so you didn't have a complete maple guitar that would just be heavy as all get out. Okay, so anyway, great looking stuff. They don't even offer the color anymore. I've just been looking for guitars that have no pick guards, but of course are a Strat sounding guitars. I'm still looking for guitars that have no pick guards, 3 single coils, but don't look like a flippin' Strat or a Tele. Getting sick of it. I really am. That's all I got. Strat and Teles that have 3 pickups. But anyway, so you got the typical hard Canadian hard maple neck with the rosewood. Anything else that is of another brand that's in here? No. So anyway, it's got the cool cut neck deal going on there. And I'll go over here and plug in the stuff, let you see how it is. Oh, one other thing. 2 other things. Kind of odd. The nut is aged. Okay, why? Don't know. As are the plastic parts. I don't know if you could, I'll try to get it this way so you can tell that they are not white. They are kind of creamy. Okay, and the frets basically are made of what I feel is like solder. Okay, they're skinny frets. Are they tall? No. They're short and skinny. Some of you guys know what that's all about. And they will dent very easy. So I could see having to do a fret job on these things. Like if you play 6 nights a week, I'd see you after 6 months needing not a fret job, but refretted. So you'd want to put some medium jumbo, maybe stainless on here. But yeah, those aren't going to do it for very long. The ones that I have checked out online before I give reviews, everybody says, yeah, those wear out really fast. So again, these do not exist anymore. They existed in a few different colors, and I just thought this was the most interesting. Plus, the other people that have these for sale, which is few, they want the original price of $995 US for them. That was the list price. I got this one for $500 delivered. Okay, in the original wonderful gig bag. Not a mark on this thing. It's a beautiful deal. And I've got another Groovy guitar similar to this, but a Fender that has no pickguard to do a review on. But that's basically it in a nutshell on these. And again, claiming that the high definition revoicer, I don't know how much current it draws, but that button again, when it's pushed in, will be using the batteries. When it's pushed, or when it's in out position, is normal. Okay, so but yeah, about a 10 dB boost, which I say does not exist. So we'll let you check that out. And yes, there is a slight burst to a darker, almost coffee colored. I thought it would look kind of neat to redo this finish. It is a lot lighter because of my ultra light over there going on, but it's actually kind of more creamy like this. I thought it would be cool to do that again, but call it like a latte or cappuccino and have a little bit of white foamy looking stuff in a finish that would look kind of creamy. Okay, but that's just me. I do dig the guitar quite a bit. It's just I wish the frets had more beef to them and would actually last longer, but that's not going to happen. Okay, so I'll just enjoy it until that time comes. So let's get over here and check out a few sounds. Some of them you'll be surprised by. Okay, catch you over there. Okay, so here we are to check out the tones. Of course, I'm a firm believer that distortion should not be used for a tone test because why? This sounds like a Strat, and it's going to sound like a Strat with distortion, like every other Strat ever made. And it does. Clean sounds, maybe a little different, but not enough on YouTube to actually discern the difference. Okay, so why do these tone tests? No idea. Okay, forgot to remind you that it does have a small fan trem block, if that matters to any of you. Never made a single bit of difference to me, but yeah, I lick my fingers on my pickle stick. Not because there's anything yummy on them. Sad, huh? Okay, going through just the pickups, and people in the rest of the world, look, it starts down here at the bridge pickup. That is position 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, up to the neck is 5. Not the other way around. Please learn something for you people who claim to be teachers. It is not 1 here on the neck, 2, 3, 4, 5, the other way around. Who says? Everybody that's ever built a guitar, except for you for some reason. I keep finding you people. Okay, so everything's on 10 on the guitar. The master volume, master tone. There are no indentations anywhere. Just a typical twin reverb modeler. There's no mic on the amps, just room. Well, I should just say this, the mic on the little Sony Handycam. That's what you got. Okay, so in the bridge, position 2, 3, 4, if it sounds all good, 5. If you could tell that the high E string is less volume than the others, it is. It's because I'm looking at the pickups right now, and they are made so that the high E and the B strings, the actual magnets, that people for some reason think they should be this way when you have a flat radius, or they should be lower. People don't think these things out. Your pickup pull pieces should be adjusted as the radius of the neck, the fingerboard. Okay? Okay, so they're pointed way down, slammed way down the pickup, lower than everything else. The middle ones are higher, even though the fretboard radius, fingerboard radius, is flat. So I'm going to have to raise the high end side of all the pickups to get everything leveled out. So just know that. Okay, now here's the thing with the high definition revoicer, as they called, with the little switch. And I will let you hear this with all the other things like we just did. But here's where they say that it does not add any volume by any means. That way you can just change your tone and not boost your volume. Okay, you'll see me push it in. Here it is, normal, and then you'll see me push it in. See, no volume difference at all. So, anyway, they lie to you there. Okay, so here's what happens. Okay, it's on normal. Okay, that in. So you definitely got more high end. I'm hearing more low end without it. Here's without it. And with. So it does the opposite to me. It adds about 10 dB of gain to the front side of your amp. So it's putting out extra stuff through the preamp. So you're getting gain and you're adding high end. So that's what you're getting in reality, no matter what the specs say. Again, let's get something with a low E string in there. So out. In. So brittle, yeah, it's got a weird high frequency thing that I'm not fond of until I go to a different amp here. I'll be going to this Fender G-Deck amp in a little bit. It's got a really neat sound for this, and that'd be that. So just for you people who want to hear the difference, I'll just play a G chord and turn on the revoicer. Every time I play the G chord, I'll let you know when I'm switching the positions. I'll play it once without the HD high definition revoicer, HDV. Sounds like a disease. I'll put that in the second time I play it. So here's without it, position 1. Position 2, without. Position 3, without. Position 4, without. 5, without. Okay, so there's all 10 tones that they say you get. 10 active tones, 10 regular tones. So many tones to choose from. So you have all your regular strat tones, then you have a lot of really boosted high-end tones that you can use as well. I'm not hearing boost on the bottom end like it's supposed to do. It's just not there. Okay, so that be that. And yes, the pickups are currently set up where the bottom end should be louder than the high end because of the angle of the pickups. So yeah, the bottom end going in is not a thing. For those of you who may get one of these, it's really a cool guitar no matter how much crap I talk about it. I'm talking about the crap that is listed in their, well, it used to be listed on their website anyway, compared to the way it really is. That's what I'm coming up with. I'm not trying to bitch about everything. I'm just saying they're wrong on a lot of things, which is the case for a lot of things. If you take the guitar and don't plug it in all the way, it's down here. I've been fooled by this like twice already. Okay, so you've got it nice and if you unplug it, plug it back in, but not all the way. Okay, so I've got this. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with these pickups? Then plug it in all the way. Because it is a stiff one. Stifler's mom is the jack on here. I guess that would be a loose one, but this one's a stiff one. Okay? For those of you who want a different sound for some reason, oh, I want to tell you too, to re-educate some of you, when I got this, they had, again, the vibrato bar. It's not a tremolo, two different things. I know you guys are like, no, that's a trem. No, it's not. They're like, I'm going to believe Leo Fender over some YouTube guy. Well, go right ahead. Leo Fender, yes, was wrong. He came out with the tremo verb, which was correct. A tremolo is a difference in volume going back and forth. and a vibrato, so the vibro verb, he can't do that. Vibrato is not the same as a tremolo. Vibrato is actually pitch bending. That is vibrato. Tremolo is this. Yeah. So that's the difference. So on your vibrato bar, you can call it just a whammy and be done with it if you want. So the vibrato bar was, again, screwed in all the way. It is not set up yet with oils and other, soap and such and graphite at the moment, so it will catch, and I have not done the nut work yet, which it needs, so it will pull sharp when I come back with it. I'll show you 2 ways that you can fix that if you forgot to do all the lube on your axe, or if you're just lazy and again haven't done any work to your axe. So if you actually like this guitar, go and do the whammy thing on it and it comes back, the low E string and the regular G string will come back sharp like every time. Okay, so here we go, check it out. And have you also noticed that all these other people that are guitar teachers or gear snobs that try to give you little pointers and hints on how things work, whenever they have a whammy bar, they can't help but use it on every last thing. Just that's just getting on my nerves. So you guys quit it. I know you're not watching me, but if you ever do, that's annoying. Stop it. We know you have a whammy bar. Okay, so am I out of tune yet? A little bit already. Let me give it just a bit of a whammy. Do a G chord is where I love to hear that. The infamous. You could do 2 things. You can pull up on your whammy bar if you have it set to pull up. If you have it floating, you might as well have it set to float. Okay? One thing you could do, take the whammy bar, pull it back all the way, and then let loose of it. You can also do the low E string on the G was still a little bit sharp, but the one thing for sure that does this, if your strings are stretched out, is just grab every string. I do 2 strings at a time. I push up on like the high E, all the unwound strings, and then I just pull up on the wound strings. So I just give each one of them a tug. So I took that and perfect. Okay, so at the end of doing some whammies, if I want them, I'll just go 2 strings, 2 strings, 2 strings, and continue playing, and it will be perfectly in tune every time. If you know how to do like a basic string stretch. Okay, with a compressor, the new Keeley Compressor Plus that I have, which I love, love, love. Great. Great sounding thing. If you need distortion, here's this one. Here's another distortion. Yep, I had to do the chapper's squeal. Okay, so there you go, distortion. So that's the axe. Again, Godin do not make any more triple single coil pickup guitars at all. None, zero. And especially no guitars without a pick guard, like a Strat shape or a Tele shape. So they've gone the way of everybody else. Hey, let's copy a Strat and a Tele and throw a big piece of plastic over what was a beautiful guitar. Okay, I promised you I wanted to throw this guitar through the old Fender G-Deck 30 Country Series amplifier right down here. Also discontinued for some flipping reason. Great little amp. I got this on the guitar on the 4 position, so the middle and neck pickup. I have the porno switch turned on, whatever that's called, the revoicer. And just going to play with my fingers. It's just a cool sound on this particular setting. That's just it. I think it's cool. Okay? Kind of sounds like the Hey 19 sound. If you guys know what I'm talking about. It's the only note at the beginning. If you don't, then go away. So that's the sound through that. Just very cool. Want to toss that in there. Again, this is 2009, the progression model. Again, they still have progressions, but again, Duncan humbucker, little mini humbucker in the back, and a pick guard. Oh, too bad. Okay, so while I'm here, I might as well go ahead and do one more pick guardless Fender guitar I have, so you can check that one out as well if you so desire, because they don't do very many either. So, once again, Scott Grove, Dr. Groovy, GroovyMusicLessons.com, saying Herbie Trails, and rest in peace, Kobe.